Hey guys, welcome to today's presentation on push-pull legs 101, one of the most effective and well-known workout structures in fitness. Your mom probably knows what it is, your grandma, your dad. There's a reason that everyone knows what it is, because it works and it's effective. This split is loved by beginners and advanced lifters alike for its balance, efficiency, and flexibility. In this video, I'll briefly explain what PPL is, the benefits of using this split, how to structure your workouts for optimal results, and by the end of this presentation, you'll understand how PPL can help you build strength, muscle, and endurance. So, what is PPL? Push-pull legs is kind of the name. The push-pull leg split organizes your workouts by movement patterns, and these are pushing, pulling, and lower body movements. So the push workouts primarily target the chest, shoulders, and triceps, using exercises such as bench presses, shoulder presses, and dips. The pull workouts focus on the back, traps, and biceps, with exercises like pull-ups, bicep curls, and rows. And lastly, the leg workouts cover the entire lower body, including the quads, hamstrings, glutes, and calves, and you usually do this with squats, deadlifts, and lunges. This split is often performed over 6 days with one rest day in between the cycle. It's very flexible and highly effective, and you can train all major muscle groups while giving each one enough time to recover. Into the pros and cons of PPL. There are a few of each, I'll briefly go over them. The first pro is balanced muscle group training. This ensures that all major muscle groups are trained evenly, which reduces the risk of imbalances or neglecting smaller muscles such as biceps or calves. Second is high training frequency. Most PPL programs allow you to train each muscle group twice a week in the cycle, which, as we know, is optimal for muscle growth and recovery. The third is improved recovery. This is because the workouts are separated by movement patterns, and this allows muscle groups to recover whilst you train others. The fourth is that it's customizable for all levels. I think this is what makes it most attractive for beginners, especially. This is because beginners can use a 3-day cycle, while advanced lifters can handle a 6-day routine. Volume, intensity, and exercise selection can also be adjusted to fit your personal goals. The fifth pro is efficient workouts. For example, there is a focus on compound movements in this program a lot, such as squats, deadlifts, and bench press. And this is very good, as those target multiple muscle groups, which save times and maximizes gains, as well as the fact that it promotes a lot of strength gains as well. And sixth, like I just said, promotes progressive overload. The structured nature of this program makes it easy to track and progress and gradually increase weights or reps over time. And because of this, it leads to a versatility in goals. So whether your goal is to build muscle, increasing strength, or losing fat, PPL can definitely be adapted to suit your needs. Now onto the cons. Like all good things, there are some bad. The first is that it's time intensive. A full 6-day PPL routine can be demanding, with longer workout durations, especially on heavy compound lift days. So you may have some problems fitting this into your schedule outside of the gym as well. Second is that it requires consistency. Now, this goes with all programs, but especially with PPL, given its 6-day nature. To see results, you must stick to the plan without missing sessions, as skipping a day can disrupt the balance of the split. If you do skip a day, it's fine with all programs. One day or a couple of days skipped is not going to mess up your whole physique, guys. Don't worry about it. Just make sure you get back on the ball. Stay consistent. The third is that in the full form, it may not be ideal for beginners exactly. This is because beginners may find the intensity, volume, and complexity of some exercises, such as deadlifts or squats, overwhelming without proper guidance. The fourth is that some muscle groups can be overloaded. This is because if it's not structured carefully, supporting muscles such as the shoulders or lower back may feel fatigued from overlapping movements in the split. The fifth, which I briefly mentioned just before this, is minimal flexibility for lifestyle. A strict 6-day plan leaves very little room for schedule interruptions, especially for those with limited time. So you may want to do a 3-day split or go on to something such as upper lower. And if you do want to go on to something such as upper lower, I do have a video on that as well, so you can go check that out. Number 6 is potential for overtraining. Without proper rest days or recovery practices, training 6 days a week can lead to overtraining, especially for advanced lifters pushing heavy loads. And this is why, if you're a beginner, You may have some trouble at the start adjusting to this program as well. And lastly, it requires careful planning. Exercise selection and volume must be carefully managed to ensure balanced development and avoid over-fatiguing smaller muscle groups. So we've gone over the pros and cons. Why is PPL so effective and known? This is why. The first, balanced training. PPL avoids overtraining any one muscle group and ensures no group is neglected. And because of this, as we know, balance prevents injuries and promotes even muscular development. Second is it's customizable for all levels. Beginners can start with a 3-day cycle, e.g., push, pull, legs, rest, rest, while advanced people can handle 6 days a week. You can also adjust the volume and intensity based on your fitness goals. The third is that there's an emphasis on compound movements. I'm repeating myself from the pro section, but I'm doing this because there is a reason why PPR is so effective, and so many people like to dog on it nowadays. But the reason why it's been so known and widely used throughout this whole time in the fitness space is because it works. Just because some new study has shown a different split has been working out does not mean that the old stuff, such as PPL, is trash. Okay, there's a reason it's still used because it's still good. So, because it focuses on compound movements such as squats and deadlifts, this allows you to hit multiple muscle groups at once, making your workouts efficient and effective. The fourth point is improved recovery. By alternating between push, pull, and leg days, each muscle group gets ample time to recover before being worked out again. The fifth is high frequency. Now, studies show training each muscle group twice a week is optimal for both muscle growth and strength gains. So, hitting muscles twice a week will be very helpful to achieve your fitness goals. We're nearing the end of this video, and I'd like to leave you guys with a sample PPR routine. So, the first day of this program, push. This targets the chest, triceps, and shoulders. Now, there's quite a few exercises here. Instead of going for a push A and push B sort of thing, I just basically combined both just to make it more simple. So I'm starting off with bench press, then shoulder press, cable lateral raise, incline Smith machine bench press, tricep extension, skull crushers, and radial fly. I haven't included a front delt movement. That's because I believe throughout this whole exercise split, your front delts will be hit quite often. I don't think you'll get enough growth out of them. However, if you do want some more front delt growth, you can just add it in at the end of your routine. Onto the second day, we have pull, back, biceps, and traps. So we're starting off with pull-ups, then barbell rows, deadlifts, preacher curls, incline dumbbell curl, and just finish it off with abs. Guys, don't skip abs. I know you've heard that abs are made in the kitchen, but they're also made in the gym as well. They're just like any other muscle group. If you don't train them, they're not going to grow. And another thing, you don't have to do these exercises in the order I put them in. I just put them in this order because that's how I wrote them down. If you prefer doing your biceps first, because you want to prioritize your arms, and go ahead, by all means, do that. Onto the third day of this mini sample routine, consisting of legs, which targets the quads, hamstrings, glutes, and calves. I personally start off every leg day of mine with barbell squats. Some people don't like to, I like to. That's only because I like to get them out of the way. And yeah, so the second exercise we have are remaining deadlifts. Then we have leg extensions, leg curls, calf raises, and abs. So if you guys enjoyed this presentation, leave a like, follow, and also leave any questions down below for any other topics you'd like me to cover. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, train hard.